Hello friends, CowboyJobu here at the Jobu Sports Report, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report, because without you guys, this would be nothing. And as always, make sure you click on the picture of me and Sean Lee, that way you can get more of the Jobu Sports Report. And don't forget, tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, we'll be live streaming, talking about, what else? The Dallas Cowboys. Now, I gotta tell you, I am so excited. 2 days in a row of great programming on First Take. Today, Michael Irvin, and he smacked, slapped, and kicked Stephen A. Smith to the ground. Even left Richard Sherman speechless. Let me say again, he left Richard Sherman speechless. Let's go to the tape.
And Big D. That's what makes this funny.
Rogers back and peels out left. And stands and looks and rolls and runs and throws it down the field, and it's caught at the 34-yard line by Jared Cook with 3 seconds left.
Wow. 51 yards. Field goal attempt. Snap. Placement. Kick. To the upright. It is right there. It is good.
And the Cowboys season has come to an end.
The Cowboys weren't an accident waiting to happen when our next guest was playing for them. He was a big part of the last 3 championships for Dallas. We welcome Hall of Fame wide receiver, the playmaker, our friend Michael Irvin in the house, who's joining us on behalf of your movie that is in theaters right now, Slam and Jamma.
Yes.
Irv, you're finally here.
I am, man. And I am here to make restitution yesterday. I watched you guys attack my man, O'Skandrick, up here
We didn't
yesterday.
attack
But
him.
yes, you did.
It was
We
all
did no
lies.
such thing.
We did no such thing.
Bullets. And then, Max, you all so cool. You shoot them darts.
Yeah.
I said, okay, I'm going to get there and fix all of this. And now let's go.
Well, let me say this. Excuse me, Molly. Well, could you just...
Oh, sure.
Come
You guys
on,
want
man.
some
Last time I checked, put that damn camera on me right now. Last time I checked, it was January 15th, Richard Sherman, that the Dallas Cowboys lost to the Green Bay Packers. Now, a few weeks before that, this brother is on the show, and he like, Stephen, how dare him not be here when I am on this show to rave about my Cowboys and watch what we do. And they are gone yet again, another year. They haven't won a damn playoff game. It's been 22 years since they won a Super Bowl, and your behind couldn't be found. Suddenly, Michael Irvin couldn't be found anywhere.
Hendrick and all that.
Where the hell have you been?
I hope you enjoyed those 22 years, because what we got right now. Let me tell you what we got right now.
You go ahead.
We have a young team. You asked Otis yesterday, what's up with the Cowboys? What do you see? You see greatness for the next 10 years. So you guys you'll have a great show for the next 10 years. Because, those young boys, they're going to be great for the next 10 years. That's what we're about to see. You're talking about the genesis. What we had last year was a record-setting season.
You really gonna say that on national television? Really?
It wasn't a championship season. Or a playoff. And it's very hard to have championship
Can we stop right there?
seasons.
Can we stop
but
right
had
there?
a record-breaking season.
Hold on.
And it's going to start off a plethora of years of winning.
First of all, the word is plethora, number one. Number two, and more importantly, Michael Irvin, don't let me come on the NFL Network with you. Let me tell you something. Here's the deal. Hold on.
It won't change.
The Michael Irvin that I know. The Michael Irvin's a playmaker. My brother, my man. We've known each other for years. We worked together.
I don't need you kissing me first. Just do it.
We used to be talking about. All right. We used to talk about championships. Michael Irvin and I never had a conversation about anything other than championships. Now the Cowboys can't win a damn playoff game. But you talking greatness? You talking greatness?
Let me give you the explanation of greatness.
Take it away.
You are informed and edified. I'm going to crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Go ahead.
Right here, right now. Let me give you something.
You go ahead.
Greatness is an extended time of great performance. And that's what these young kids are about to give you. You saw it out of the quarterback last year. You saw it out of the running back last year. Now give them time. When greatness that's sitting right before you got to the Cowboys, they were winning 15, 3-13 before 3 years later being 3 championships in 4 years. You got to get the time to grow. It's like a good seed that's about to turn into a great tree. Y'all gonna watch it happen and then sit here and talk about it all day.
You want
to bring me back and talk about it.
First of all, that is utter nonsense. Especially
Of course you say that.
Let me finish.
But tell
Let
me
me
about the
finish.
greatness.
Let me finish.
You gotta
Coming
get
out of the
time to
mouth.
grow. Did Tom Brady win his
Hold
rookie year?
on.
Did Peyton Manning win his rookie year? Come on, talk to me about this.
Let me tell you something right now.
Talk to me about greatness.
You were talking about what they were going to do before January 15th. They didn't do it, and I couldn't find you for 2 months. Why couldn't I find you for 2 months? You are
Let me tell you
gone.
this,
And
man.
Richard Sherman is sitting right next to you. You act like the Dallas Cowboys don't have to play him and don't have to play Seattle
Yes,
and
they
Atlanta
got to.
and Green Bay
Yes,
and the
yes.
New York Giants. What about all of that, Michael Irvin?
And what are you telling them? They're
What?
not great because they didn't win the championship last year either.
They got a ring
Let's be
already.
real
They
here.
got a ring
Let's
already.
be real.
They don't have it.
Yeah,
Listen, young kids were in elementary school when the last time y'all won a title. It's been 22 years.
And yes, no doubt, no doubt. But that's okay. That's yesterday. Today is here.
It's the
And
same stuff. That's why I can't
hold
stand
on
Cowboys
to
fans. Right there.
yesterday.
It's that-
But today is here, and the Cowboys have.
What about the defense? Michael, what about the defense? You got the offense, the
Yeah,
O-line,
yeah,
everyone you
no
mentioned.
doubt.
What about the defense?
No doubt,
Lost
no
the whole
doubt.
defensive
Well-
backfield, can't get pressure on the quarterback?
Yes, no doubt, no doubt. But that's okay. We got enough on offense to help that out. And you can say what you will, even about that game we talked about, they lost in Green Bay. They did have a slow start. And if you ask me, I would have won that Philadelphia game to keep the same attitude going into the Green Bay game. I say that's where the chain was broken. But it's not that they could not beat that team or they would
Just
not
taught me
beat that
something.
team.
You just taught me something. It's people like you.
Oh,
That's
come
why the
on.
Cowboys
Stephen A.
can't win.
Stephen
Because,
A.
hold on, let me finish.
Stephen A.
Let me finish. This is the
You're an
problem.
enabler.
This is the problem. Hold on. This is the problem. No matter what happens, you don't take moments to be sorry about your stuff. You talking about the Cowboys and what they're going to do,
Yeah, what
but
they're
you were
gonna do.
talking about it before. And this is the problem. That's why the
Listen, guys.
Cowboys. That's why the Cowboys don't win. You're not holding them accountable. You are a champion for the
know.
Cowboys, not holding them accountable.
So wait a minute. If you are a teacher and you got your grade paper and your pen and you see these rookies that just played, how are you grading them? So is that not holding them accountable? How are you grading them? As I said, what greatness. All these guys you stand up here and love and laud, talk about all the time. Which one of them did something in their rookie year? So they became great. Give these guys time. We got the right guys in place right now. All that other stuff you've been talking about all these years was just stuff. Now we got the
That
right
because
guys. in
Stephen
Michael Irvin, you
Jones
the
is
same
calling
dude.
shots now, not Jerry Jones?
No, I'm not saying that.
Doesn't Jerry Jones deserve some blame for 22 years of futility?
No, Jerry Jones is the best owner in the world. I don't care what anyone
Because he's a marketing genius.
He's a marketing
That's right.
genius.
We're talking
And
football.
everything. Don't make me break this show all the way down. Don't make me tell y'all the truth.
It's
Don't
the
make me break it
floor
over
is
there.
yours.
This
Ain't nobody scared
let
of
me
you.
do it then.
Nobody
But this
scared of
show-
you.
This show is as good as it is because y'all come after my boys. And everybody, you got either you love them or you hate them, but you will tune in and turn in to see what people are saying about them. That's why they call America's team. I look for my red, white, and blue suit just to show you America's team.
You ain't lying.
Just a little bit off. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure y'all understand the reality. Say it again, Matt.
No, you ain't
Say
lying.
it again,
You ain't
Matt.
lying.
I ain't lying. That's right. I'm up here preaching to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the gospel. Let's go.
Richard, what do you have to say about these Cowboys?
Matthew.
At a loss for words, Richard Sherman.
I mean, they got,
Are they on the come up? What do you think?
I mean, they were the number one seed last year, so I mean, it's hard to say they were on the it's hard to say they were on the come up. They just ran into a scorching hot Aaron Rodgers and
that made a phenomenal play.
Aaron Rodgers.
And the year before that was the reason. And the year before that was the reason. And the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that.
It was no Dak and no Zeke. Now that they are there, can you contend with what's ahead? Yesterday is yesterday. We should be speaking more about tomorrow. And tomorrow is beautiful.
But that's my issue. The Cowboys are always speaking about tomorrow. Tomorrow stinks. And then what happens? Y'all got another excuse and another day. It's what you perpetually do. And that's why you laughing right now. Because
They're gonna be optimistic.
you were saying,
Speaking
you
of
gotta
consistent.
Richard, remember
It's been great
this.
to me. I
Michael
love it.
Irvin was saying the same stuff before Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott ever showed up. It's the same song and dance with you, but it doesn't change. You can sit up there and wax poetically all you want to, brother. You ain't working with me. Y'all ain't getting it done.
I didn't say it this way now.
This way?
Right now.
This way?
Yes, I didn't say it like this. Listen, they have the base to make the same thing that these guys.
You know I know.
They had a great
I know
game.
producers that work at the NFL Network. You know that, right? I can pull up the tapes. You're lying.
Yeah,
You're
you
lying
can
on
pull up
national
the
television.
tape.
You're lying on national.
tape.
You did speak about the Cowboys in this fashion. Don't start with me. Don't you start.
Michael, how do you have it both ways? Hold on a second. On the one hand, 22 years of futility, okay, I agree, things are different now, but they're different because Jerry Jones stopped doing dumb things, and Stephen Jones started drafting offensive linemen. Let's admit it.
Max, there's that dart I was talking about. You know what I mean? How you're throwing 22 years of fertility and all that. And the truth of the matter is, they haven't had 22 years of nothing. They've won some games, they just haven't won a
Champion
Super
like
Bowl.
Michael
I just
Irvin.
think, how many other teams in the league hasn't won in 22 years. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, no, I'm a Giants fan.
And how many other teams in the league have as many Super Bowl trophies already as the Dallas Cowboys? Come on, man. You guys can't use it only when it serves you well. You got to use it all the time. And you got to give both sides. You ever see that thing, that lady in the Jesters?
Yeah.
How she talk about the even scales? Trust me, I know enough about the Jesters, the even scales. You guys got to come on around the corner with it. Come on around the corner and even Jesters this thing out.
I saw a 6-10 season on the part of the Dallas Cowboys. I saw 3 consecutive 8-8 seasons. And you just sat here and said the Dallas Cowboys were wait a minute. And you know what the most blasphemous You know what the most blasphemous part of all of this is? You talk about the Dallas Cowboys like it's just Stephen A. and Max here. There's a Super Bowl champion.
Yes.
On a Seattle Seahawks team that will be one of the teams standing in your way, and you're just talking around them like it's non-existent. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed.
This is what they call a Hail Mary. He's trying to get you in the fight to help him with the win.
Hold on. I won January 15th.
This man
I won January 15th.
I won January 15th. They got something going.
I won January 15th. What happened January 15th?
No, wait.
They lost.
Stephen, can you stop driving me everywhere? I was on Shern. Now you're back on January 15th. Can we get on one road, ride down this road,
don't matter what road. It don't matter what road I go down.
None of them lead to the Super Bowl. None of the roads lead to the Super Bowl. That's his point.
We'll be leading now that the guys are in place. Like when they got the right people in place in Seattle. Yeah. Things got going.
All right,
like they got the right. We got the right people in place now.
TD Jakes.
They can't help you. You've been praying for the Cowboys for 2 decades. It ain't working. You better try something else.
Call me a speaker.
Whatever.
Everything's moving in the right direction for the Cowboys. Except the defense, the question marks. We are going to leave
Don't Hail Mary Sherman this thing. Folks, come on back. I got them throwing Hail Marys out here. Hail Mary.
We do. We're going to get their thoughts on if Colin Kaepernick is...
You heard it live down here in front of Lucky's.